Tonight, Senator Ted Cruz giving us his first local TV interview since the government shutdown ended. Our Marcelino Benito pressed him on the fallout and what comes next in Washington. Marcelino.
Well, Len, the senator lays shutdown blame directly on the Democrats. No real surprise there, right? But here's what could surprise and worry some Texans watching tonight. The senator says the government could shut down again in just a few weeks.
I think the shutdown was reckless and irresponsible.
Senator Ted Cruz tells us he's relieved the government is back open. He says Democrats finally surrendered, ending the longest shutdown in U.S. history.
After 43 days, 8 Democrats said, okay, we have inflicted enough pain on the American people, so we'll allow the government to open. Sadly, the American people paid the price.
The yeas are 54, the nays are 46.
15 times.
The motion is not agreed to.
Cruz says Democrats voted against reopening the government until a deal ended the impasse, funding government only through January 30th. Do you have any concerns that we could be in the same spot, in a few weeks?
Absolutely. I think there is a very real risk on January 30th that the Democrats force another shutdown. I think there is a risk for all 4 years of the Trump presidency. The Democrats' agenda is simply anger and hatred directed at President Trump.
Democrats disagree. They blame the shutdown on Republicans and their refusal to negotiate to extend Obamacare subsidies, expiring at the end of the year. If Congress does nothing, Texans will see massive premium spikes January 1st. Do you plan to vote to extend those subsidies for at least a year when that vote happens in the Senate?
Here's what President Trump has said. Rather than give that money to health insurance companies, we should give that money directly to consumers. I think that's what we're going to do, is expand health savings accounts and put money directly in the pockets of patients.
It sounds like you're a no on extending those subsidies, but do you expect the type of action you're discussing before the end of the year, before people are faced with these premium hikes?
Look, it depends on the timing. I can tell you we are actively discussing and negotiating these issues.
Len, no real timetable or specifics there on what or when something could be voted on. Those subsidies, again, expire December 31st, so the clock is really ticking here for folks.
It is, and of course then into January that other clock is ticking on another potential shutdown. There are reports Cruz may want to run for president. He's made no bones about always wanting to run. He's done it before. Doing it in 2028, what did he say?
Well, I asked him about that. It's the question everybody's wondering. There's been reports in Axios that he's gearing up for that 2028 run. He says his focus is on serving the people of Texas. He gave me a very long answer basically to just say that. But again, as I told him, I didn't hear a no.
Yeah, I was about to say, he didn't say no.
No, he didn't say no.
Marcelino, thank you.